Feeling more pressure, but I'm peers in the media. Better stop treating me small or medium. I'm extra large, big ticket, premium. Bound that tongue, you believe in me. Yeah, I'ma lay it down, grabbing that crown. Lay dollars on the ground, gonna double up now. 65, 4, 3, 2, one more time. Heavy punchline about to prove. Lay low, lay high, lay low, lay high. Clear your heads now, watch 'em pick. Let me go and prove my worth, let me earn it. Gonna pass this test to get me a permit. Watch how I do, sit down, observe it. Fires in my soul, uncontrollable burn. Look at me then, look at me now. Correct your bones to rule cool, make you bow now. Class on to a point to see. Blow kiss goodbye while they scream and shriek. Let it go, let it out, let it go, let it out. Take a deep breath, deep breath, deep breath, deep breath. Lay low, lay high, lay low, lay high. If you feel my vibes, then pop with me. Let it go, let it out, let it go, let it out. Take a deep breath, deep breath, deep breath.
Oh my god, they can't hear in competency. Look, you guys don't know how many fucking issues we had pre-stream. Talk?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
we're good.
Hey. All right. Who the fuck are all these random fucking teenagers around us, dude? Where the fuck did you have us, man? What the hell is this?
From Cafe LeBlanc, you've never heard of it? It's a nice
Oh,
place.
yeah, it's that thing that was in that one playthrough of Persona 5 I watched on that guy Johnny Awesome. I think.
Pretty cool.
Whatever. Nice place. Nice.
Yeah, I'd say so. And, you know, it's nice to be kind of in this chilled out, laid back environment for today's episode. Because I would say things are really chilled and laid back in the Atlas world, to put it lightly,
Chill.
okay?
Yeah, chill. You know, like almost like a someone sleeping or like, you know, a corpse. Yeah, it's been very limp.
Yeah, I would say
Frozen.
nothing ever happens, even,
Nothing
you could
ever
say.
happens might be the thing I'd want to say for that. Yeah. Things have been a little quiet on the Atlas front, haven't they, Screen?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, we have some minor news maybe we could go over today, but I think today we're just gonna be more just talking general stuff. Probably Persona 5 we're gonna hone in on today and talk about that game in particular, and just kind of do like, I guess, I don't know, a retrospective, I guess you could call it.
That's what I'd like to do as well. And Screen, you beat an Atlas game that didn't you, like, recently? You wanna
Today,
talk about
I beat it today before this podcast. It's the reason I didn't go live and play P5X, so rip. Yeah.
Probably for the best.
I finally beat Catherine. It was pretty good. I enjoyed it. You know what ending I got, though? I got the K Catherine bad ending. Okay, so yes,
Ooh, that's not good.
Guess my choices weren't good. I'm just I don't know. My choices led me where they led me, but it wasn't a great place. Maybe I was too uncertain in my fate. Maybe I was trying to be too free for a woman who just loves order. I don't know. It's hard to say. Okay.
Well, Screen, let's hear what you think. What did you like about Catherine? You
I mean,
wanna talk about that?
almost all of it. I would say, like, the soundtrack I think is really good. Like, Meguro obviously did a jazz kind of OST type thing for Persona 5, obviously, and I obviously love that soundtrack. Okay. I think the only soundtrack he's ever done like that. Like, Nocturne is more rock based. Rido's more rock based. Persona 4 and 3. 3 is fucking weird. What the fuck genre is 3?
3 is a lot of things, like rap. It's like pop. It's
What do you even call like the?
Orchestral stuff, and it's like very varied. It's a very varied soundtrack. Probably the most varied.
Oh, electronic is what it gets labeled as, apparently. Okay. And Persona 4 is kind of J-poppy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I never really did that type of soundtrack again after that fact, but he did do one before in Catherine. Not all of it is like, actually, there's a lot of good things about the soundtrack, even ignoring that. But hearing him go to kind of a jazzy place for Catherine or whatever, it brought me back to that vibe of P5. It's very nice. Okay, that Dust Spoke Brooks song that plays in the
Oh, that one's smooth.
yeah,
Dude, the
what's it
smooth
called in
jazz
the
version?
bar? I never
Very
heard that
similar
version
to
actually.
Smooth
Is
Jazz.
that only on the soundtrack?
Dude, I think it might be only be on the soundtrack. Dude,
Rip.
I actually adore that one. I sleep to. I sleep to that track. It's so fucking chill. It's really, it sounds amazing. It's phenomenal.
Yeah, that part of it is great.
Um,
And then
yeah, I
all
would agree.
the
To be fair, soundtrack's amazing.
all the stage stuff, like what would you call it? Like all the music that plays when you're like doing the puzzles on the stages. That stuff is I think it's always Meguro doing his own like uh arrangements of like classical songs, right? Like
Yeah.
Mozart, Beethoven type. I don't even know if they're actually the artists, but it's stuff
No,
like
I know what you
that.
mean,
Yeah,
like classical
classical
stuff. Yeah,
music.
yeah,
And I don't know, it's actually really fun hearing his types of renditions of it. That song that plays not on the absolute last level, but the last overall stage, that shit is fucking fire. Yeah.
He's a phenomenal composer.
So
He's an amazing
music wise,
composer. Yep.
nothing to complain about. All right, one of Meguro's best soundtracks, I would say.
Mm.
And then on the side of like narrative, I think it was really compelling. Okay, Vincent. I think Hashino talked about this game in a few different ways. One of them was that it was basically supposed to be like a more mature game, I guess, or whatever. It's got those very
Yeah.
very 18 plus themes. Okay, I don't know. Vincent's life's just falling the fuck apart. Okay. He's cheating on his girlfriend. Obviously, that's a big
Not
dilemma.
cool.
Which Catherine to pick? I played full body at one point. So there's a third girl there with the pink hair, Rin.
is.
She looks really cute.
Mm.
So all that's there. I think it was handled pretty well overall. The ending stuff, the ending is very Hashino. You can tell that he directed that fucking game. Okay, because one, it does like a big twist, and you when you kind of feel like the game's ending, it's not actually ending because that's just how this is how he is. I'm a little mixed on this specific iteration of that. I think Hashino's done that ending stuff better than he did it here. It feels kind of even maybe played as a joke a little bit.
Really?
Like it's not taken super seriously compared to maybe when he does it in other things. Sometimes it feels like you're hitting a quota, okay? And I don't think it felt like that in P5, and I don't think it feels like that in P3. I don't think it feels like that in Metaphor. P4 a little bit. Sometimes it just feels like he always has to do
P4.
these types of endings, okay? And sometimes I'm more mixed on them because I just don't know if they were super well foreshadowed or built, I guess.
Are you talking down to my glorious king Katsura Hashino right now screen? Is that what
Well, I
you're
mean,
doing
he
right now? Is
did
that what I'm
the
sensing from
entire
your
game.
voice?
Okay, most of it was, I was pretty solid with like that. It was the ending stuff that actually made me kind of. That was the first time where I was a little iffy. Everything else with the story, I think I was pretty big on. There's something I feel is a really weird contradiction though, that's revealed in the end. But I can't talk about it without giving spoilers. So I guess you'll never know. Okay. But for those who have played it, okay, I'm just talking very vaguely, okay? If you remember, okay, if you know the big revelation in the ending of the game, and you remember a scene from like pretty early in the game, okay? How does she hear that toilet flush? Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. If you know what I'm talking about, you know. If you don't know, it is what it is. But how does she? If that revelation is the case, I feel like if there's something weird going on there. It's either a contradiction or it's not explained well enough. So that's a bit weird.
Well, Screen, you've gone like all the time without mentioning the gameplay. Did you fucking hate the game for how it played or something?
Well,
Screen? Is that
I was
what
gonna
I'm
end
fucking
on this
sensing
because
when you're talking about it?
something I was a little. I guess this is also something I was a little mixed on too. I liked the story a lot, and I felt like there were a lot of story. There's a good story to gameplay ratio in the beginning, and then as you kind of go on, there's less and less story in between the gameplay segments, which makes me a little upset. I do quite like the game. I actually think it's a great puzzle game. Okay. Moving the blocks, climbing the tower, all that shit's fucking awesome. Okay.
Sure.
The only thing is like, obviously I believe in pacing and things like that, and I just feel like it had a really good balance of gameplay and story in the beginning, and by the end it felt a little more gameplay centric by the end, and I was like, I kind of wish we had more story scenes in between, because I was really invested, okay, in Vincent's story and whatnot. So yeah, there's the puzzle stuff is great. I think all the gimmicks they introduce are pretty much all good, like all the new blocks and shit. I even like the gimmick block they added in the last stage, where I think when you step on it, it can be a totally random gimmick that kind of keeps you on your toes. A lot of good shit, I think, there. Some better than others, but I didn't like the actual last stage itself, because the camera, the last stage of the last level of any given stage. The stages are like 4 different levels.
Sure. Yeah.
The last one's always a boss, and I felt like that final boss, okay, the camera does not move fast enough, and shit
It's when you have
fucked
to
me
run
up,
away,
and the gimmick
you know?
pissed me the fuck off. Well, you're running away in all of them, really, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
like
yeah, sure, but like the one like where there's like something chasing you, like
yeah,
like
but the way I
fucking,
moved here, it
gross
just
monster.
was fucking me, and they put these dark hole blocks everywhere, and I step into them accidentally because I can't see where the fuck I'm going. Okay, that last level pissed me the fuck off, and it's really long. Okay, so and I was going for all gold, so I didn't use any checkpoints. I had to restart the level whenever I'd fail. I did do it though. I got
Well,
every gold. I think
sounds
that's like a
rough.
2% achievement. Okay, so kind of makes me the goat of the game. Okay.
It's top like one like that's impressive. Wow, you so you really like the game is what I'm getting, right?
Yeah, I might go for all achievements, but I think I have to get every ending to do so. So we'll see. Maybe not now. But also, you also have to do. There's a fucking arcade game in the
Yeah.
bar called Rapunzel.
Oh yeah, I know this.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay, this is cute. There's probably like 20 levels in this, maybe like 15. Who knows? And you have to do them all for the achievement. They did
Yeah, how many are there?
128 of them. What the fuck is wrong
What
with
the
them?
fuck?
Why?
I
What
know
the?
that much.
This is by the
That's a lot.
like 1% of players. This is the rarest achievement in the game. Nobody went through all 128. You'd be out of your mind. Okay, and the same one song plays the whole time. It's fucking annoying. Okay, who thought this was a good idea? Now they're shorter than like the main games levels, obviously, but still,
Yeah.
that's fucking. Why? Who the fuck did Hashio walk into a fucking cell and make them code all this shit? Jesus, that'll be a fun one, I'm sure. So yeah, but hey, a lot of content for this game. Okay, I think you can pick this game up for like
Sure.
$10 on sale now.
Yeah.
A lot of content for this game. Okay. And I think the only other thing, gameplay kind of wise, is kind of gameplay narrative coming together, is in between all the stages. You can talk to the other sheep and whatnot, and then you make a choice.
Yeah, I like that.
That's they'll ask you a question. Obviously, it's going to be relationship oriented. And it's like, do you? I don't. Let me find like an example of one. For example, let's pick one at random. From the confessionals. There's like. Here's like a random one. What do you do if you doubt your lover? Reaffirm my trust or talk to them? That's like one of the examples of questions.
Okay.
And each one you pick gives you either an alignment closer to order or freedom, kind of mirroring Shin Megami Tensei's law and chaos,
law
I
and
guess.
chaos. Yeah.
But very different. Just because if you're like a law guy or a chaos guy in SMT, okay, those are all like ideological questions. How you would kind of see the world type thing.
Like big picture stuff, right?
yeah.
But in Catherine, it's more personal.
These
right?
These ones are all relationship based, so it can be very, very different from your actual alignment there, because it's through a totally different lens.
Sure, yeah, that's an interesting twist on it too. That's a lot of why. That's why a lot of people, to an extent, consider Catherine Megami Tensei, because it takes aspects like that,
Yeah.
Even though it's probably not, but like it still feels at least Megami Tensei adjacent, right? Because of the alignment and the way it's handled.
Sure, yeah. There's a lot of cheeky. There's a teddy you can spot in the bar, okay, and I saw him and I wanted to eat him. So,
There's a Morgana too, isn't there?
no, this game is pre-P5.
Oh, sorry, full body has a Morgana.
Oh, maybe. Oh, that's cute. I didn't know that. So yeah, anyways, I quite like the game. I thought it was pretty good, okay? I think, the game's like Jenga. If everybody in your life hated you even more. And also the game's nothing like Jenga. That's my final statement on it, I would say. You've played a little bit, no? Oh, he's dead.
Sorry.
Oh, you back or no? Okay, he's dead. He's dead. Well, I'm gonna keep talking then.
Sorry, no, I'm here.
Oh,
Sorry,
okay.
Hold on.
You've played the game, yeah?
Catherine, yeah, I know I played like enough to know the game, but I played more. I think I played more full body though.
Yeah. Well, you've played like the very beginning stuff, basically.
Oh, for sure, yeah. I generally think that from when I played at the beginning, by the way, like I think comparison wise from full body to original, I think full body just like it's too much bloat.
That's
Like
what
it
some
adds
people say.
elements, and I don't think all of them work as well as the original.
I hear they also
It's
redid
unfortunate.
like kind of the gameplay system though.
Um, not really. Like I mean, like they have like a Does the original have undo? It does, right?
Yes, but I think it's different in full body. No, aren't you
It
limited
might
to
be
your
different.
undos in full body?
You are limited. I
Yeah,
want to say.
and
It's been a bit
in
since
the
I played
original
it.
you can kind of spam that shit.
Okay, based.
Actually,
Um,
you can use that too to cheese some of the gimmick blocks or whatever. If you walk over a bomb block and you walk over a different one, undo, and you move something, that shit will stop going off. It's very. I use that the
wait,
whole fucking
what?
game. Okay.
Oh, that's so cheap. You cheap fucking bastard.
Hey,
What the hell?
that's how the game works. What do you want? I'm using the mechanics. Okay. I'm just thinking smarter. Okay.
Well, Screen. I want to drop a little egg of knowledge all over you. Okay. Did you
Jesus.
know that Catherine initially started as a test for Persona 5's visuals? Did you know that?
Did say that. I mean, like you can tell the style's very similar.
Yeah, it is more realistic though. I'd say Catherine is, but yeah, it's like obviously like reminiscent, right?
Mm.
Um, and
But
I
you
want
can
to
definitely tell in
use
the
that.
facial expressions actually how similar they are. Like
Yeah, yeah, true.
the way characters' faces move and shit is very much similar.
Animated. Yeah. I want to use that to smoothly transition into talking about another little game called Persona 5. You ever hear about Persona 5 Screen?
I
Yeah, you
have.
a fan?
Yep. I'd say
Yeah,
so.
I watched a few episodes of Johnny Austin play it, but generally people like that game, and I like that game. I think you like that game,
I do.
and I want to like take a look like in perspective, right? Like, let's go all the way back. Okay, imagine a world before Persona 5 existed, if you can even do that. Can you? It's hard for me. It's tough to imagine, I think, right?
Well, considering I got into the series in what 2020, yeah, it's probably a little difficult for me to think back to that. But and I can't. Did I ever hear of Persona before P5? I don't think so.
I don't think I definitely didn't. I only knew about it after he got into Smash, which is I think a lot of
Oh,
people currently who are Persona
I knew
fans.
about it when it came out. It was a pretty big deal when in the West, anyways. When it came out in the West, I think it was a pretty big deal then too.
To an
That's
extent,
what.
because P5 was like really popping off, I think, but like Smash kind of, I think, it was like neutral in that. Smash, like Joker was already like Persona 5 Joker was already pretty well known, but when he came into Smash, it made him even more well known, especially here, I think for sure, right?
Yeah, there were a lot of people
Um,
who were like, "Oh shit, this Persona guy, I've heard of this game. I'm gonna play it or whatever." You know what? I'm gonna play every game that a Smash DLC character comes through, and then I watch 99% of people do it with Joker, and then who is the next one? Hero, right?
yeah.
Yeah, and then nobody
Wait,
did.
Hero?
Nobody
Yeah,
did with
yeah.
Dragon Quest, Sag, and then that was the end. Nobody ever did all of them. Find me one person who actually committed to that.
I don't think you can.
Yeah, everyone played P5, okay, and Dragon Quest probably filtered 85% of the people who were doing that, and then the ones who made it through that, I don't know, they probably didn't want to play ARMS. So,
I don't think anyone wants to play ARMS, to be
yeah.
fair. um, but I want to putting that in perspective, right? I think like if you have to like picturing being like a Persona fan before the release of 5, like imagine that jump in like visual like 4 to 5, humongous fucking jump. It is like almost a miracle. Like what happened in between those two games? Like it's great. I think it's good way of putting it in perspective was Windows betas dropped. If you remember that, that was not that long. That was like a year or two ago, right? Screen. I want to say those betas.
That was last year, yeah. January.
Yeah, yeah. It's crazy when you like you can like see in like in the testing phase you can see how they use Persona 4 Golden like menu assets in P5, and it's just crazy. Like it kind of puts into perspective just how like how big of a jump it was for how like little time had passed. I mean, it was a decent amount of time before Persona 4 Golden and Persona 5 initial release, but I think it's kind of crazy to see like how that series just grew so much so fast, and it obviously had resonate with people because this is why P5 is the one everyone knows, right? I
Yeah.
think Reload kind of has boosted Persona 3's popularity as a whole, but I really want to get into like how insane it is that a game like Persona 5 exists. How this is the reason why we call this the Glazed episode, okay?
I think
Because it might be. Hmm?
no,
What's up?
finish your statement. Go ahead.
The reason why Persona 5 broke so hard into the Western market, and the reason why it's the one that people know, and the reason why it did so much better in comparison to something like Persona 4 or Persona 3, I think it's a lot to do with their growth and design philosophy. I think they go into this a lot. They spend a lot of time with their menus, and that philosophy really started with Persona 5. I just didn't think it indicated a shift in Atlas as a whole. And
okay, actually, hold on.
Persona 5's quality.
Before we jump into this, do you want to go over the news from today? The very little news?
Sure, hit me.
Because I'm realizing how long this discussion's gonna go. Okay, here we go. Ready? Here we go. Very quickly, your news roundup for the last 2 weeks of Atlas. Okay, nothing fucking happened, so it should be pretty quick. Alright, here we go. Who's ready, chat? Okay. Oh, that's the wrong scene. Fuck, I've got it all wrong. Okay, there we go.
This guy's great.
I
just saw the fucking Chud Jack for a second.
Professional streamer, okay. So, really the important stuff, okay? I'm gonna feed it all to you right now, okay? I believe this happened in between. Version 2.0 Persona 5 The Phantom X came out. We love P5X here, right, guy? Woo!
We are big fans.
Yeah! This includes the beginning of Arc 3.
it.
Arc 3 is currently releasing in Persona 5 The Phantom X. I'm actually interested to see it. Because Arc 3 is when they start bringing in the new writer, the new guy. Okay?
Yeah, true.
I
forgot his name right now, but I know you're talking about.
Yeah, and that guy, he went public on Twitter and kind of talked about how much he kind of disliked the Subway Slammer arc, and obviously that arc was fucking terrible. So
True.
I'm not, I have a little bit of faith in this guy. We'll see. I'm still on Arc 2, unfortunately, which is arguably worse than the Subway Slammer arc. And
impressive, really. I didn't.
So I'm so excited to get here, but I have to go through Arc 2 still. So we'll do this on stream at one point. Okay, guys, we'll finish it. Oh, also this character, Miss Closer over here.
Word.
Oh, you're right. Closer's the banana girl.
Baseball girl.
Yeah, she if I pull up her trailer here, hold on. She's supposed to be like the most broken character in the game. Have you heard this?
No, I haven't. I'm not super aware of the meta of this game, to be honest with you.
So her one of her attacks makes it so you can, regardless of where the highlight bar is, do a highlight attack, and it does more damage. I wonder if it's in here actually. Yeah, immediately activate selected allies highlight and increases damage by 78%. The highlights are like the big attacks. Yeah, the alts, basically.
Yeah.
So you get like free alts off her, plus she just like damage buffs a lot. Like increase party's damage by 50% while active, fills highlight gauge, and so you're building the highlights faster too. This is like a girl who exclusively plays through highlights, and makes you do more damage on everything. It's just, this character's apparently she's just one of the best in the game, if not the best character in the entire game. So, I gotta pull for her.
This is like fucking life changing for the game, I guess, right? It's like a paradigm shift.
I guess so, because yeah, she's busted. So we're gonna be pulling for her, okay, guys? I think we did that when she was added, and I pulled 40 times. I didn't get her, but we're gonna get her by the end of the patch. And if we don't, I don't know. Well, I'm not gonna spend money. I know that.
Shit.
But yeah, that's out. Version 2.0, new arc. Cool stuff. No Tycoon, online Tycoon just yet, though.
Which means the game isn't worth fucking playing, by the way, to any of you thinking about it.
True. Besides that, actually, this is kind of an interesting topic. Hold on. We could talk about this, but it's more just speculating. Fuck. Rip. Hold on. Spoilers. Fuck. I have none of this shit set up. Okay, you know how long we spent getting technical difficulties out of here? Okay, you have no idea. It was
actually insane.
They're actually coming for me, okay? And us.
I think the stream layout looks amazing, because like our blood, sweat, and tears went into making that shit function, okay? It was actually nightmarish.
So, we can talk about a little bit before this. Hold on. We can talk about a little bit the event that happened today. God, maybe we did more to talk about than we thought. We were going to jump right into the P5 discussion. Chill on that for a second. We've got shit like the Nintendo Direct that happened today.
True, there was a Nintendo Direct. I watched it. I stayed up. I didn't stay up. I woke up. Sorry, to be clear.
Yeah, I watched it after I woke up. Yeah. I actually thought, we're an Atlas podcast, but we can talk a little bit. What did you think of the Direct today? I assume everybody's probably seen it.
I thought it was pretty mid. The only thing I cared about was Danganronpa 2 remake. That's literally the only thing I gave a fuck about.
This was, in my opinion, one of the most boring Directs I think I've seen in my entire fucking life. People got
really hyped out. People were really hyped because of its length, but I think that the only reason why it was longer than normal is because they had like 20 minutes dedicated to Mario. Yeah.
They announced a Mario Galaxy movie. Have you seen the first Mario movie?
I did, and it was pretty mid.
Yeah, I didn't like it very much. I thought it was very safe.
I don't
and
think it's
boring,
like bad.
so-
I just think it's really like inoffensive and really boring. I don't know. It's just not my thing.
But Mario Galaxy is my favorite Mario game. No, I lied. Paper Mario. My favorite 3D Mario game. So, yeah. So that's worth something. Um,
Galaxy's
they're
really good. It's my
they're
favorite too.
porting
But
Galaxy and Galaxy 2. The price on this is like, fuck, I saw it on Twitter.
$70 for both of them.
Wait,
And 40 if you wanna
70
buy each one.
USD? No way.
70 USD. I'm serious. for
There's
both
no
of
way
them.
they did more than 60. Hold on, you're lying.
They did. No, I'm not lying.
Guys-
I'm being 100% serious.
Remember this whenever you guys want to critique Atlas for anything. Okay, just remember, they're not even the worst, okay? I get NUS. There's no way. Jesus fucking what is wrong with them?
I don't know.
Why?
It's even better if you want to buy them individually. They cost 40 each.
Bro, these games are 10 plus years old. What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't.
Galaxy 1's almost gonna be fucking 20.
I don't know. I don't know
Galaxy
what they were
1 already
thinking.
has a re-release on fucking
It does.
Switch in the 3D All Stars.
I bought 3D All Stars as well. So
Alright.
it's even funnier.
What the fuck? Bro, these guys, this is actually highway robbery, okay? The fact that
That should be illegal.
Atlas, okay, takes advantage of their sycophantic fan base a little bit, okay? A little bit. Nintendo is the leaders of this shit, okay?
True.
But anyways, yeah, that's happening. There's like a little bit of new content. They added like new pages. Fucking whoop-de-doo. Mario Tennis, don't care. Most boring
Mario Wonder
sports
getting
game.
like the re-release. Yoshi game.
Bunch of nothing really for the rest of this thing. I mean, we
Hey,
can talk about. I
DR2.
assume we have a crossover with the Danganronpa fans. So, yeah,
do.
Danganronpa
Oh,
2.
Pokemon ZDA looked good, by the way. Pokemon ZDA getting DLC, by the way, announced before it's even out is really funny.
Danganronpa 2 getting a remake. That is a shock to me.
I was dude. I have the clip up on Twitter, but I was literally like hyperventilating when Nagito came into frame. I was like, what the fuck? I was so lost.
I thought like,
Like,
oh,
unhinged.
new spin-off or something probably or something. Like, I don't know, right? But a remake was
think it looks
caught me
really
by
good.
surprise.
But I think
Um,
like visually, it looks very impressive.
Yeah, I'm sure this looks fine. Yeah, that actually looks pretty nice. Yeah. Wait, is this a new area? Was this in the original?
No, I think that's supposed to be the area where I
Oh,
forget what
this
it's
is
called,
where
the
the
area where they
hotel
commune.
is.
Yeah, I think so. It
Jesus,
looks different now, right?
it looks fucking.
It looks
Okay, this actually looks pretty nice.
it's really different. It's very substantial.
I hope
like,
it's an
remake,
Unreal
though, for
Engine
sure.
5.
Like,
Okay, that's what I hope.
I want people angry. I also hope it's an Unreal 5.
The UI, I think the R2 is the worst UI in the series. Okay, so I'm kind of nice that they retuned it a little bit.
Make it look more like V3, I think, right? That's
Yeah,
usually
but
what
the
I'm
problem
getting
is,
from it.
I think a big, without giving anything away about how this plot goes down, it's supposed to look like a video game, right?
Sure.
Like it's supposed to look like I guess more like an older school video game or whatever. This kind of gets rid of some of that aesthetic. I feel like the original UI at least looked more like I think the Japanese name is really Super Danganronpa 2 in reference to
It
SNES
is.
games.
Super Danganronpa 2. Yeah.
And I think that that UI is supposed to kind of mirror that, and I don't think this one does that good of a job of doing that. So that it is what it is or whatever. But I mean the trials and everything are a little more animated or whatever. Looks pretty nice.
New character portraits look really nice too. And they announced a second story. It's called Danganronpa.
Yeah.
2
So
by
apparently
2.
you've looked into this more than me. You want to explain what that is?
So yeah, generally from what I understand, right on the Steam page and on the website, it says this. Danganronpa 2x2 is getting a second entire campaign, full length, with different victims, different killers, different everything, a completely different narrative. They advertise it as I think they say something like one event sets off a completely like one special event sets off a completely different set of events, I guess, down the line. Kind of like if we're an Atlas podcast, we want to make the easy comparison, kind of like Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance being another full-length story with different plot points almost entirely. But to be fair, I don't think they have any new characters. Or if they have any new characters for the second campaign for DR2, we don't know about it. But I don't think they do. It's just different with the same set of cast, right? Which means, much to many people's chagrin, Teru is probably going to be alive for at least past the first trial. So
Yeah.
it's not going to be fun.
So my initial, well, Jesus, spoilers, God. Okay, I've definitely never played this game.
I've also definitely never played this game. I just made that out. I just lied right now.
But I think something So my initial reaction to this is I thought it was really weird. When I just first saw that they were like remaking, I'm like, look, obviously, I mean, I think I died on this hill. Okay, I said that you could technically justify a Persona 5 remake if you tried hard enough. Okay, if
Sure.
if you were able to somehow either add enough new content or retool content or do a different interpretation, a la FF7 remake or something. Technically, I think you could technically justify a remake a game that came out 10 minutes ago. Technically, okay? Not that I would advise you to do so, but I think technically
Not really
anything's
hard.
possible, okay? Um, but that's just the thing. You have to justify doing it. And when I'm just thinking in my head about a visual novel like Danganronpa, I'm like, what the fuck are you gonna do to change this so much?
It's really
I'm
hard.
already on edge about Persona 4's remake, because I'm like, all right, Persona 3 I kind of get, because there were a lot of things that you could tell they were fucked with this formula for the first time or whatever, and there's a lot of things that the
Sure.
modern games kind of did that it doesn't have. But P4 was the game that introduced a lot of those things. To the modern series. It wasn't
Yeah.
all just Persona 5. P4 had a lot. Just if you play that game versus Persona 3, you'll already see a lot of the, I guess, improvements that they made to
shift.
that system.
Yeah.
So I'm already on edge about that. And then I'm like, damn, this fucking visual novel is getting a remake. Like, okay. However, once you told me that so I saw the extra content thing that they say at the end here. I assumed it was kind of like an extra mode, and I'm like, all right, but that's not really gonna be enough. Like I assumed like, I don't know, some of these Bowser's Fury or something, like 5 hour
I also thought it was
campaign or
gonna be
whatever.
like that. Yeah,
I'm
at
like,
first I thought it was gonna be
okay,
that.
but like, this is like a nice thing for people playing it for the first time, but like, oh boy, I don't know if we need to do a whole remake for this. I'd probably prefer if those resources went somewhere else. But now that you're telling me, okay, for the first time, you're letting me know that
First time.
there's like it's supposed to be, apparently, from I'm strictly taking your word for it because I didn't look into any of this, but it's going to basically be a second campaign, like as in it's just as long as the original, almost like an alternate universe story or something. That might be enough. I mean, if you do like a real, imagine it's better than the original game, for example, or at least on that level of quality. I mean, it'd be hard to be like, damn, well, okay.
Here, I'll read off what it says on the Steam page. The latest installment features an all-new storyline built on the foundation of Danganronpa 2: Goodbye Despair. The original setting and cast of characters are back, but a single incident sets off a completely different chain of events. New victims, new culprits, and brand new tricks await. This new scenario offers the same volume of content as the original, delivering complete and immersive experience. So, it's just
Okay.
lying. It's
So
pretty substantial.
yeah, I mean, if it's the same, if it's like a 6 chapter, same length as the original game or whatever, that's a good fucking step to take to actually justify fucking doing this.
I agree.
I mean, we'll have to see if it's actually good. But in concept, yeah, that's one of the ways you do it. So yeah, I mean, right now, I guess I'm a little more, after hearing that, a little more positive on this idea. So yeah, that's a cool thing.
I'm hoping it'll be good. I'm willing to err on positivity here. I don't know if it's being overseen by Kodaka, but this might worry you a little bit. But the writing is being helmed by the Danganronpa S guy. The Kodaka is just supervising.
Okay. A little worried. Something that's also weird about this, though. Don't you think it's a little weird they're remaking 2 before 1?
A little weird. I don't really care that much because two's the better game. But I mean, one could probably benefit from a remake more. A second scenario for one would actually be really interesting. I don't know. I don't know why they're doing 2. I think I don't want to get spoilery. You already said, yeah, it's supposed to be like a video game, right? It kind of parodies a lot of the essence of video games. So I think a kind of self-aware second scenario like remake could kind of work to its advantage, given it really wants to go through that like game, like meta narratively through that game angle. So I think that's probably why they picked 2. And of course, I'd have to see it. Maybe it could just be they picked 2 because I don't know, they thought its characters were better suited towards a second scenario. But my guess right now is because they want to go through that like self-aware remake angle. That's my guess. But we'll see.
I
Right? If they don't
completely
do that-
disagree. I don't think that's the thought process at all. I think it's because 2's the more popular game. I think that's probably why they picked that.
Is 2 really more popular? I mean, I guess.
I mean, it might not be more popular from the sense of like maybe more people have played 1, because I assume most people start the series on 1. But like in terms of like cultural impact and stuff, this fucker right here, okay,
True.
has
that's fair
a lot
enough.
of
That's
impact and
probably
shit like
true.
that. So yeah, I think that's probably why they picked it. I don't think there's a super deep thought process really super going into it. Outside of that, I think that's at least the main thing motivating to do that. And obviously, I mean,
Maybe.
you're not going to do 3, even if it were a bigger game, which 2 is probably the biggest Danganronpa game. 3 just has less to gain from a remake.
I think if they'll probably do it like kind of like our guys over at Atlas. Okay, they might do it if it's like really successful. They might do one as well. That's probably my guess.
They could remake. We're you know what? We're moving towards the remake every video game initiative. Okay, in time, my friends. Okay, you will not be able to fucking look at another video game knowing that there's a remake out there. Okay.
That's awesome.
At this point, I'm all.
I want the remake, man, okay?
I don't care.
I'm hopeful on this one.
I don't really have a strong position either way. Really, I just take them as they come, kind of. Like I said, when I first saw it, I thought it was really fucking weird. Okay, but hearing more details about it, I'm a little less cautious. If anything, I'm more cautious about fucking P4R right now. Okay, Jesus.
Yeah, that's really what's on my mind. And hey, I'm hoping that when we're here next, right? I'd like to see that TGS show have a little something for us, a little something. Because if they don't, I'm a little worried. Okay, I'm gonna be a little worried.
Just cap off the direct. I think they ended with Okay, actually, the Resident Evil ports are really weird to me because they're doing 7 and 8 on the same day as Requiem. Like that feels dumb. But
yeah, 7, 8, and 9 are releasing all on the same day.
And then I don't know, Fire Emblem, a series I've never played and don't give a fuck about. So rip.
I've played a little bit of. I like Three Houses. What I played of it. That's about it. I'm not super.
Typical. You would.
Hey, fuck you. Which one have you played, dipshit? All right, none of them. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, and you've only played Three Houses, which actually makes you a faker Fire Emblem fan than me. By the way, I played a Fire Emblem game. I played Super Smash Brothers. Thank you. Okay.
Oh, a good one. That was really funny. Yeah.
I was.
Fucking go.
I was.
Really
You're trying to you're trying to tell me. Okay. Look. You're not gonna be able to do it. Okay. It's funny. Okay. Fuck you.
I'm sure you think that. I'm sure you think that. No, it's okay. I'm sure
you know how much shit I've been getting over the past week, okay? Give me this!
Hey, you're fucking... I liked your tweet. That tweet you made was pretty funny. Entering full automation mode. That was a good tweet, okay? I give you that. That was pretty funny.
I don't condone the things my best friend tweets out on Twitter when he hacks my account, okay?
Oh, you have like a split personality thing going on, or what?
No, it's just... Stream screenments and Twitter screen, they're like 2 different people, okay? You have to realize that.
Okay, that makes sense, sure. Yeah. No, that makes sense. Okay, I understand.
So anyways, okay? Sega Atlas Tokyo Game Show 2025 website launched in this kind of same vein. Okay, another big gaming show. I mean, what do you think of this? Sorry, I say this like it's an exclusive Sega Atlas show. I mean, Tokyo Game Show is this event that comes every year or whatever. Xbox is, I think, a big partner of it this time. And Sega Atlas normally show up to it. Sega in general shows up to it.
Sure.
And they kind of do a lineup. Now, here's the thing, okay? I'm a personal believer in nothing ever happens, okay? And last year, they did a TGS show, and Sega did the same type of lineup thing, and nothing fucking happened. I think at the time, we were looking forward to Global... P5X, right? I think that's what we were looking for, and we didn't get shit about that.
The TGS is already back because it feels like it hasn't been that long.
Yeah, it's scary.
I remember I was anticipating Rido last time. And well, you know how that went. We have 4 slots, I think, under Sega left, right? That haven't been revealed quite yet. I want to say. I think they have like a little itinerary with like a bunch of like hollowed out images on their
Oh yeah, sure. It should be nice. They don't have the image. Paste. Okay, hold on. We're gonna go find it.
Persona Central.
There's like an image of all the things. Here they are. That Sega, is this just Sega? Maybe the top part's Sega. I mean, they don't do Borderlands, so this can't be them. Probably, I guess, this section.
Actually, I think they might have publishing stake in Borderlands. I feel like I remember something like that.
Rip. I don't believe you.
I'm remembering. No, they definitely don't publish soccer though. Why are they all together though? It's like half that Sega. There's no way they're all Sega.
Yeah, there's no reality.
Wait, where the fuck why there's like more than half of this is Sega.
Well, this is the tweet I'm getting this from. Sega announced their Tokyo Game Show lineup. 4 games are unannounced. Bum 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 bum. So I guess this top part is just Sega's.
Okay. Sure. I guess that makes sense. Okay.
So okay, yeah, go ahead. What are we gonna say? Go ahead. You talk about it. What do you
I'll talk. Yeah, I will talk. Thank you, Screen. I will talk. So the obvious one, the one on everyone's minds, we're an Atlas podcast. I guarantee you, the viewers thinking about this too, is Jet Set Radio. It's been a while since we've heard anything about that. I think they're bound to show at least a trailer or two about, or just a trailer. I think it's about time. Not for the remake, or maybe for the remake. I don't know if they're gonna do one for the remake or the new entry. One of the two, but we're gonna see probably something Jet Set Radio. I think. My money for the second thing they might show off. I'm gonna say it. Persona 4 Revival. There's no way they don't have something to show. Okay.
I'm gonna disagree with you. I don't think they will.
I think they will. I just then if they don't.
I think. Okay, if we don't get something by the end of the year, I think we're cooked. But I think we'll probably get more at TGA. Will be my guess. I'd be surprised if we get anything at TGS. I just don't believe anything fucking happens at this show. I want you to keep in mind, okay? This is what their preview was last year or whatever. What were these empty slots again? Do you remember? I need to go fucking find them. I want you to know how fucking disappointed I was waiting, sitting up until 6 fucking a.m. to watch this dog shit ass fucking presentation. Okay, where is it? Does anyone have the fully revealed TGS?
I don't remember it. I know one of them was P5X, I think, if memory serves.
It was, yeah, but it wasn't global. It was like just like an update or something.
Yeah, something along those lines. Fucking brain dead.
I got. Come on. Someone's got to have the full thing. Do they still have the site up?
Probably not. I'm willing
Alright,
to bet.
Whatever. All I know is it was.
It was a bunch of nothing. It was
a bunch of dog shit. Okay. Oh wait, hold on.
Oh, found it.
Oh my god, they've taken it down.
Damn it.
Search the archives. Hold on. Keep talking. What do you think about Persona 4 Revival? What's your cope?
I think we're fuck you. I think we're at the point where it's a little worrisome if they don't have anything else to show about P4R. Even if not, I would hate this too, but even at least another fucking teaser, okay? Because Atlas seemed to be only willing to show their things off at the Game Awards, and Xbox showcases. And we have an Xbox showcase in 2 weeks at TGS, and I think that feels a little bit like a stars aligning moment. It feels like. What's up? Okay. Oh, yeah.
Wait, what's this slot? Oh, nice. The P5X image is broken. I was like, did they just reveal nothing? So P5X is like a new update or whatever. Football Manager and Pirate of the Yakuza in Hawaii. Again, that was already announced at this point. So, nothing.
Shit, they might show. Wait, no. I was saying they might show something Yakuza off, but no, the RGG is going to have their own summit. So.
I mean, they could do both, but.
No way. I think RGG was going to announce it, and they're just going to set up their own event.
Oh, no, I don't think an announcement. They could just like talk about. Is there nothing already announced that's coming out? Like not even a mobile game?
The only thing that it's like no, nothing of that sort. The only thing that's being that's like teed up likely is Yakuza Kiwami 3.
Well, they could talk about porting the director's cut to PC or something.
Oh, maybe. Okay.
Do they have an actual date of how long that game is exclusive to Switch?
No, I don't think so.
So there you go. They could do that.
I think it's like a year.
Is it a year? I feel like it could be like a few months. I think I've seen a few months before.
Generally, it's a year.
How long?
Like Sony usually does a year for their things.
I feel like. Actually, yeah, Rebirth was about a year.
Yeah, I'm willing to bet a year. Okay, fine. You want to be really pessimistic? We can give 2 of these slots. One to Yakuza and another one to fucking Football Manager. Okay, there you have Football Manager there. Some other fuck you. Okay,
oh, there you go. Okay, base.
I'm gonna call one slot Tweedledee and another one Tweedledum. Okay, they're both fucking useless.
P5X already revealed, and then P3R is just the Switch port, Switch 2 port.
Yeah.
Okay, then. Okay, what do you think the other two are? Okay.
And I will say, I think we're gonna have Jet Set Radio and Persona 4 Revival. I'm sorry, it's Persona 4. Just no way. Okay, there is no way at an Xbox show when they have an agreement with Xbox to market the game. Obviously, right? There is no fucking way we don't get at least something for Persona 4 Revival. Even an announcement of an announcement. Maybe we'll have like Wada-san go. All
right, call it, clip it. Fucking get ready. Okay, get fucking ready. Hold on. Here's my fucking prediction, okay? Fine, yeah.
Wait, what's your fucking prediction?
Yakuza, fucking whatever, Sega declares bankruptcy, yeah, Jet Set Radio. You know what? Just so I can have a different prediction than you, Atlas related. Persona spin-off game announced. Cinema.
Fuck you.
Get ready. Get ready.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Fucking clip it. One of us is gonna be right. One of us is gonna be wrong, or we're both gonna be wrong, and they're gonna do nothing. The last slide is gonna be nothing.
I love how you're just like lying. Do you just like to lie? Are you Are you a pathological liar? You
Dude,
don't even believe that.
that revival fucking teaser at Xbox was like less than nothing. They had nothing to show for that fucking game.
And I think they will have something now. I'm almost certain they will have.
I
something
could
now,
see
okay?
it. I
There's
could
no
see them
way.
selling us out till TGA, legitimately.
No shot. No, dude, they have a real, at least Persona and no Metaphor as well had a marketing relationship with Xbox. Why the fuck would they wait until TGA, not during Summer Games Fest, to do something? I just don't get it. It would make no sense.
You mean
There's
TGS?
no way. Or sorry, why would they wait until TGA and not TGS to say something?
What? Because Xbox is partnered with them? Do we even know why they're here? Xbox returns to Tokyo Game Show. They're showing Ninja Gaiden. And Bethesda. This has nothing to do with it. And AI generated images.
I actually thought that was AI at first. Apparently,
Oh,
no.
it's
I
not?
saw an
Oh,
artist
okay,
from
my
artist
bad.
from
Never mind.
Xbox talked about what it actually is.
Okay, I'm sorry. This art style.
It just looked AI. I
Someone's
feel bad.
gotta
for
tell
this
us artist.
I do
Okay?
feel guilty.
Someone's gotta
I
tell
do feel
him.
guilty. Okay.
He's gotta change his art style. Okay, sorry, it's not his fault, but. Anyways.
Look, if it's at TGS, I think they're gonna try making it oriented towards a Japanese developer. I think the only Japanese developer that is
Well, actually,
really,
Xbox.
like,
I don't think my point is I don't think Xbox is related to the Sega stuff here. They're like totally separate here. Xbox is
but
here to show their
Sega
own
has-
shit.
No, Sega doesn't actually have like a. I don't think Sega has their own show.
They don't, but like again, last year they came here, and Xbox wasn't even a thing here, right? They do their own. They
Last year
all
Xbox was a
they
thing.
always go to TGS.
Yeah, Xbox always goes to TGS, and so does Sega. But I think like
Does Xbox
That's
always go
what
to
I'm saying.
TGS? Was Xbox?
last year they were.
Okay, they were.
Yeah,
What did they show here?
fucking nothing. It was a pretty dog shit show, to be honest with you.
Okay, like this is what Wolfenstein. I don't know.
Oh, like the biggest thing I think was like Final Fantasy being on.
Yeah, but like,
Xbox.
look, none of the Atlas stuff is here. The Xbox and Atlas stuff are not. Besides this, okay.
Metaphor was literally there. Metaphor was literally there, dude.
Wait, hold on. This is like yeah. This is like a things coming out thing. This isn't even a reveal.
This is a real. Okay. Hold on. Go back.
Go back to what?
I swear to God, I don't think Sega has their own show though.
Oh,
I'm pretty
fuck.
sure Sega doesn't have their own show.
Hold on. They did do the prologue demo, but this
Oh
was
my
no
God,
on.
dude.
Was it? This was revealed at the show from Sega's show.
Was it?
Pretty sure. No.
I don't think so. I think it leaked ahead of time by mistake, but I'm fairly certain that
Yeah, but I'm pretty
It
sure it
was.
was here where it happened. Where they actually properly announced it. No. Wait, hold on. We can just compare the
now I'm
dates.
uncertain. Now
2024
I'm uncertain.
September. Metaphor demo announcement.
That's it.
Destroyed. Thank you, AI overview.
Wait, but the Xbox show is at Tokyo Game Show. That was a Tokyo Game Show Xbox show.
Was it not at Sega's where this was announced?
I don't think Sega has theirs, but I
Look.
could be misremembering. No, they have a website of things that are going to be announced at Tokyo Game Show, but I think they just work along. I'm pretty sure. Like,
No, because P5X
feel
wasn't
like I
at
don't
this
know.
one.
Oh no, Sega does have.
I
their own.
remember. It was like it wasn't even presented like that. It was like I probably fucking search on YouTube. We'll find it. It was presented. It was like a bunch of guys that are talking. This
Now
was.
I don't know.
Oh, hold on. It was like this, but it was obviously longer. Is this the whole
yeah,
thing?
yeah. No.
This is the whole thing. Yeah, this is what it looked like. Look, and here's the metaphor
Yeah.
announcement. And then P5X
Fuck,
is
you're
somewhere
right.
in here
No,
too.
you're right. Okay, you're right. You're right.
Somewhere.
But now I don't know if they got announced at both. Then. And Metaphor did have a relationship with like Metaphor was related to. You know what? No, I still don't see how this doesn't. I still don't think this necessarily means that we won't see P4G or sorry P4R at Xbox.
Doesn't mean we might not necessarily see it, but I don't think the Xbox relationship has anything to do with this. I think the Xbox relationship is probably, hey, one, your trailers are all going to be Xbox branded. Two, there might be some game passing in there, and then three,
Maybe.
keep your reveals like for like show something at our show. That's probably why they showed P4R so early. Is because it's like, hey, motherfucker, we like each other, right? Come show something at our show, okay? Oh, what's that? Persona 4 Revival has been in dev. Has had 4 seconds of dev time. Don't care. But you're gonna show what you got, right? So that's what I feel like is the thing. I don't think it has any bearing over TGS and what they're gonna show.
I mean, now I don't know. Now I don't know. I feel like, right? I I feel like it. I feel like there's no reason for them to not like take advantage of that. If there's already a relationship and they're already gonna do. I think I could be wrong.
Look. I think they'd love to show P4R here if they could. Maybe. I don't know, actually, because TGA is way bigger. Here's another thing. I don't remember how many viewers the stream had, but I don't think it's much, especially because how far hard it is to find this footage. Like, wow, 66 views. A lot of people really watched this. How many people watched the Xbox one? This
like,
was streamed at...
I could agree with you, but this would just be like a second trailer.
Sure, but I don't think many people watched this show, is what I'm saying. I don't think that many people watched TGS, especially outside of Japan. Like, how many did this one was streamed on the, Xbox account, no? How many did this one get?
No
this
idea.
counts live viewers. Only 500,000? Like, for example, Xbox Showcase 2024 probably has millions.
Millions,
Where's the
yeah.
Xbox up? This one? No.
1 million. Oh no.
Well, this is just a 2-minute. Where's the actual
The
stream?
announcement trailer.
Because they count live viewers in the...
I like the Activision one is. Oh, but it's not on the actual Xbox account.
Well, how many did this year's have then? Or maybe it's here. Fuck. What? You gotta get a playlist or something. What?
Oh, there.
Go. Oh, is this? No, it's 3 years ago. Where is it? They stole it from me.
Partner? Nope.
Did they just take it down? What they
Maybe.
hide
I
it?
actually don't know where the fuck it went.
Yeah, where's this one? This year's then?
2025, right
This.
there. Xbox
2 million.
2 million views.
Okay, so decently bigger. I just feel like TGS isn't that big of a show. I think you want to save big announcements for bigger shows. And TGA, the Game Awards, that's a big fucking show.
Yeah, I understand your reasoning here, but like, I would agree, right? If this was a unveiling, but we've already seen Persona 4 Revival. It's already been announced, right?
Well, it has, but we've seen nothing of substance. I feel like you want to save your first big substantive trailer for TGS. And this is even assuming that they have anything ready to show in like a good, long, even maybe P3R reveal trailer, length trailer at all. I don't even know if they're that far in yet.
I'm willing to bet they have something. There's no way they don't have something by now.
All right, I don't think so. I think at best you get a Persona spinoff. My real prediction is I don't think we're going to get anything. But if I had to bet on something, I think they could do maybe a spinoff here and then save P4R for TGA because P4R is bigger. I don't know what the spinoff would be. It could be literally any. I mean, if you told me Persona 5 Tactica would exist, that's crazy to me.
That's a good point. I
probably
like
nothing that big is my guess.
I don't think Alex is going to announce anything really new at TGS because again, even the Jet Set Radio thing that wouldn't be an announcement. That game already came out.
Board game.
Or not out. So the game's already got revealed.
Board game.
Okay.
Oh no, they already have Crossworlds there. Fuck. Apparently somebody told me when I was playing that in chat that Crossworlds is gonna have like 4,000 DLC characters. That's not true. But from Sega. Sorry, these aren't DLC sessions. They're update characters or whatever the fuck. Sega.
Yeah.
Sonic. Crossworlds. Update characters.
Then every time on like the roster, they have like a bunch of yeah.
This is like a lot. I think we could get another Persona rep. That could be announced here.
I feel like if they do one, it's gonna be Narukami to coincide with
or maybe just a Megaton rep in general.
Revival. Maybe. SMT5 did pretty good, and I can see Nahobino.
That could be something that happens here too.
Maybe, but I think it's somehow less likely than Revival.
Well, I think what's most likely is nothing happens here. I believe nothing ever happens, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, I will. Sometimes the quote, right? There are decades where nothing happens, and there are. No, hold on. There are weeks where. Sorry, hold on, I got this. There are decades where weeks happen, and there are weeks where decades happen. Okay, and I think this is a week where a decade happens. All right.
You know my version of that quote. There are decades where nothing happens, and there are weeks where still nothing happens, okay? And nothing is happening. Nothing is happening at TGS, okay? Nothing is happening. So yeah, there's our predictions, okay? So we'll see. We'll see.
I think we're gonna have it.
I'm not streaming this because it's 6 a.m. in the morning, so fuck that.
3 a.m. for me, so I'm just gonna stay up, I guess. I'm definitely not streaming it either. It's gonna suck if they announce it, though. Are you gonna watch it live?
Fuck no. If I was gonna be awake for it, I'd stream it. I'm just gonna wake up to all this shit. I don't care.
What if before it happens though? What if it happens, screen?
But I'll watch the trailer in the morning. I don't. What do you want me to say, dude? This is why, okay? We need more advertising rights for Xbox, okay? Because they are our Western kings, okay? And they put that shit at like 2 p.m. All right. Yes, thank you. Fuck this. 6 a.m. in the morning, 9 a.m. Fuck all this. Okay.
Hey, I have it worse than you. It's 3 a.m. for me, pal. I am suffering.
That's not worse than 6 a.m. It's only worse.
3 a.m. is worse than 6 a.m.
No, because you can stay up for 3 a.m.
You can wake up for 6 a.m.
Waking up for 6 a.m. is harder than staying up for 3 a.m. 100%.
Fucks your sleep. Then it fucks your sleep. I'd rather wake up early.
Oh, when are you going to sleep? I'm sorry. When are you sleeping normally?
Hey, if I want to, it's actually good because it makes me go to sleep early, and I can actually fix my sleep schedule. That's a good thing.
You're not gonna do that.
I am.
You're not.
I woke up for the show today, didn't I? I mean, I got like 4 or 5 hours of sleep, but hey,
Yeah, that's not fixing your sleep schedule. That's just ruining your health. That's all that is. Okay.
fuck you.
I
Fuck you,
slept.
Chad.
I didn't even sleep 8 hours. I think I slept 6 hours, but I just went to sleep really late. Okay. That's anyways. Anyway, nothing will happen. Who cares?
Everything will
More
happen.
interestingly,
Don't let him dissuade you.
okay.
Everything will happen.
This is a fun little tidbit. Damn, I don't have much time to talk about P5 now.
Actually, that's crazy. I just like the P5 Glaze episode. We have like nothing. Oh yeah, that's going now. Music video.
It's going down now. The most popular song in Persona now. I do believe it's taken over Last Surprise. It certainly has in streaming numbers. Is getting a music video, probably because of all its popularity. You have TikTok to thank for this, I think. This is very big in all the memes. Yeah, I mean, there's not much else to say about it. Just kind of crazy how much cultural influence this song has.
No, yeah, incredible.
Do you think they'll be able to do something on the same level for Persona 4 Revival?
I don't know. Do you want to make this a bet? What do you think?
No.
Okay. Then I'm gonna say no. I don't think they can.
I
do think they'll get close though. I do think they'll be really popular.
I think
Persona battle teams ever since P5 are just gonna generate popularity. But
I think the proof is in the fact that like songs like Don't, which are arguably maybe even like more, don't have nearly the popularity this song does. And these were also reload.
It's not a full release. This is like a DLC. This is kind of different, I think.
Well, this song didn't get popular because of the game even. I mean, it did, but like it got really popular because of TikTok and shit. And this song could have
but TikTok only got TikTok the few people who were posting on TikTok probably were Persona fans, and I think even among Persona fans, who were more interested in the actual release than a DLC.
Maybe. I mean, but even then, like, I mean, this song didn't get that big, and like, what's the other original?
It's not a battle theme. It doesn't work as well for like memes. Battle themes are generally like meme generators. Battle themes probably the most popular songs in most RPGs.
I think the level of popularity this song has seen is very difficult to replicate because it's very natural. That's just really hard. I don't think it'll be as big. I think that's almost impossible.
I don't think P4R will be as big. I think it'll be close. I think P6 will be bigger though. That I totally believe.
Well, I don't know. I disagree actually. This might just be the biggest Persona song for a while. I don't know. The amount of popular this song had is just very difficult to replicate. Getting big on like social media meme accounts that are totally unrelated to Persona and shit like that's like super hard.
No, I don't deny that. It is hard. I'm not denying that at all. But what I'm trying to say is that I think that the reason why Persona 3 Reload did good is because it's the first actual Persona game coming out after Persona 5. Persona 5's theme was already incredibly popular, right? It even reached probably the second best heights in the series. No, definitely the second best heights in the series. And I think there's a reason for that. I think battle themes draw a lot of attention because they're, again, like I said a moment ago, generally the most popular songs in any RPG, right? And I think that Persona 6 has enough steam behind it. Just
I mean, like, okay, but like, then why didn't Mass Destruction get like really big because of Reload's release then? Like, even if it's on a new track, shouldn't this have been like revitalized and brought to the same heights?
I mean, it is. I'm not denying there's a level of chance in this. Absolutely, there is absolutely a level of chance. But I think that you raise that chance when you have more eyes on it. And I think that people generally like the people generally like the battle theme for Reload more, anyways. Right? I feel like that's definitely a factor. It's definitely a more poppy, like a more like.
I don't know. It's hard to say.
Song.
This song was really big, so I don't know. Like the original Mass Destruction.
It is. Definitely, it is for sure. But I think that like the way it is, and it's also new. Like it has a novelty being new. This is a remix track.
I don't think that matters. Most Reload fans are probably hearing it for the first time, or like they've heard it in like memes and they're hearing it here, and it should have been revitalized anyways. I think there's just something very unique about it's going down. It has disturbing love. It works very well for a meme. Okay, I agree with that. Obviously, it wasn't a game that's decently popular or whatever, but a lot of people using it and spreading it probably at this point aren't even probably don't even, they might not even know where it comes from. It might be
No,
that
but
song
yeah,
from
I
TikTok
think
for
it's
them.
definitely.
Okay, and then
Yeah, a specialist.
bum, 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 like yeah, see, like that's a good example. This song's really big, especially in the Genshin Impact community. Like, watch this. Like, why?
No, yeah, I know what you mean.
Why? Why is it 4 million
It's like
views?
it's a funny meme dance, but this
Yeah.
one is actually more perplexing to me because Persona
So,
4 dancing whole
and
thing
this
isn't
just
that.
came out of the blue because of, well, you know why this kind of happened.
Probably because of Persona 5 getting popular in the first place.
No, it was these memes.
Oh well, yeah, but I mean, like, I think those memes were made in the first place because like. People
Sure, I mean,
realized
more
what Persona
people, I guess, in a way, sure. I mean, all the popularity at one point funnels down into another. Sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
But, like, these memes got big, and these were made by Persona people.
Sure.
Damn, a
But they're
whole
like
Twitter
generalized
account.
to like get big.
But yeah, and then they just kind of started to spread, and then people started doing characters that weren't even Narukami, and then it got bigger and bigger, and then we're kind of, this is where we, yeah, and then it just got really popular.
I mean, I don't think that what you're saying necessarily. Yeah, sure, it is a kind of lightning bottle thing, and the song is unique. I don't deny that, but I think that I didn't have the ability to replicate this kind of impact on a. I don't know about P4R. Again, I'm more iffy on that because it's a remake. But I think Persona 6, being the next number title in the series, absolutely has the motion in gathering just people's interest that people will be looking at that soundtrack and will be honing in on that new battle.
Maybe, but I think there's a lot of things that have to that you can't even really plan for that have to happen for it to be bigger than it's going down now. I don't think it's something you just orchestrate.
Well, I don't think you can orchestrate it, but I think it's like to the point where if it's popular enough at a base level, it'll probably happen.
I don't think I agree. No shot. Otherwise, you would have seen comparable popularity for other reload tracks. You would see Persona 5, which is still the biggest Persona game and the best selling even in modern day. You would see those songs be bigger than this in theory, right? But like, I don't know.
Wait, no, hold on. Well, Last Surprise is fucking huge. What's fucking huge?
Yeah, that's like another song that had
Close.
this kind of factor to it. But like that's it.
I don't understand. What do you think about
Like
this?
here, okay, here.
It's an-
Let me. We're gonna go to. Can I get the Spotify stats up?
Pull them up. Pull them up on the monitor screen.
Like just look at the P5. Like this is reasonable for how popular the game is. These are like probably decently. Sorry, hold on. Let me back up. This
By
is
the way.
decently popular for how big the game is. This kind of also is, but like the higher you start to get, these ones, oh, you can kind of tell they're in like playlists of people who don't like play the games and shit or whatever. And then this is like hard to replicate. And also this number is probably lower just because this song only came to
Spotify,
streaming
like,
services
gamers.
in 2022.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, oh, that's so true.
so like if we're looking at like this is very difficult to replicate, I think. This isn't something I think you can just do. These numbers are probably closer to where they should be if they didn't become like a outside of the Persona culture, like cultural phenomenon type thing.
What do you do you know why do you think that Persona 6 won't be able to do that?
It could, but I'm just saying I wouldn't bet on it. There's nothing
I
to
would
suggest that would
absolutely bet on
happen. Like I could see it
Absolutely.
doing I could see it doing these numbers maybe.
I will
But-
bet you money there is absolutely going to be a video of someone, some popular streamer playing Persona 6 when it comes out, hearing that battle theme and fucking jamming out. That will be everywhere when the game comes out.
The
There
video
is
will be
no
the one
way-
that a video like that would never make it as popular as this. No shot.
No, of course not. No, you don't understand my point. What I'm trying to say is videos like that will spread and will make more people listen to it, and it will absolutely have at least.
Okay, that's kind of what happened with the Last Surprise. I don't think it'll get to this level. Is what I'm saying.
Why not? Do you realize Last Surprise, like P5 was like big. But Persona community is way bigger than it was when P5 came out,
Yeah,
especially with P6.
sure.
Like you realize I'm not, and it becomes successful, it becomes huge because it goes out of the community. But if the base community is bigger, word of mouth, more people are going to be talking about it, more people are going to be spreading, more people are going to be making shit posts.
I mean, if that's the case,
That-
do you
there's
think
more,
Persona
because
4?
we're gonna absolutely
I
have
guess you
chance.
do. Do you think Persona 4 Revival will have a track that is comparable to this then?
I'm more iffy on Persona 4 Revival because it already has less interest by being a remake and not a next numbered title. I think it could happen, but I'm definitely more iffy on that.
Okay. I think it's possible, but I wouldn't bet on it. If I had to bet, I would bet on no, just because this level of popularity is very difficult to get to.
I mean, like breaking it down, what made It's Going Down Now special? It's like it's a battle theme.
I just got well. I mean, there's nothing about the song necessarily, I guess, but it just like yeah, I mean, in a way, it's obviously because of how the song sounds. Obviously, that's why it's picked. But like,
no, for sure. But I mean, like, it's like the kind of song. It's like even you see this in Last Surprise as well.
like there are even
a
a lot of things that like are difficult to plan for. Like, wasn't the way this song started to spread at first? Wasn't it because of Marvel rival clips? Like that's not something you can plan for.
Is that true? I thought it. I mean, I knew it was like gaming clips were like a big part of it. I just thought like a lot of shit posts like were just like you use it like in the background.
I'm pretty sure these types of things is kind of where it kind of started, and then they started be using like general memes kind of around the same time.
Marvel Rivals came out like a year after Persona 3 Reload did.
Yeah, but the song only started to get popular pretty recently. Fuck. Oh my god. Wait, do we have access to? Is there like a chart I can view and view like how this song grew? I would put a lot of money on the song gaining an incredible amount of popularity this year. Or wait, when did this fucking game come out? Okay, like late last year, this year.
I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. I think like I saw like people making shit posts about it like pretty like soon after the game came out.
Sure, but I don't think the ones that were reaching like super crazy highs, I think have been happening. I think there's kind of sometime in like late last year, this year, I think it started to really happen.
Spotify charts.
Spotify charts, view, song, popularity history. I don't know. Oh, maybe.
Is that what we need?
Oh, maybe.
No, that could help. Yeah, type in Persona 3.
My God, yes, I would love to.
Are you human?
I don't know anymore. What? Oh, they're gonna make me search for the song?
Nice.
Oh.
Dude.
2 months?
Why?
I can't even do that. Well, in the last 14 days, it hasn't gained a significant amount of popularity from where it was. So that's really useful for us to know, I think.
It's really insightful information. This is a really good website screen.
We're not gonna. This is stupid shit. We're not gonna be able to find it, are we?
This is a pain in the ass. Why is there
well,
this one? Yeah, nice AI generated image. Nice.
Anyways, I think I think it'll be very difficult to write. If I had to bet, I would bet against it because I just think this was gonna be difficult. Like, it's so popular now, even that 1.5 years removed, I guess you kind of have the Switch 2 port at least, kind of revitalizing popularity, but they're doing a music video for it.
Well, yeah, I mean, no denying. I'm not denying it is exceptionally huge, but I'm just saying I think lightning can strike twice when you have the steam of a bigger.
I think lightning can strike twice, but I would not bet on it.
I would, in this case, this lightning has like a fucking like 50% modifier. Okay, it's gonna happen.
Okay. We'll see. We'll see when P6 comes out.
Somebody
remember this.
It can happen.
Yeah, somebody's clip this and give it to us in 4 years when this fucking game actually comes out.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. It won't happen in 4 years. Shut up. Stop talking. Stop. We're gonna make it actually happen. Shut up.
Alright, next up. This is probably the last two things we have to talk about, and there isn't much to say, so we'll zoom through these, and then I guess we'll just talk about P5 for the last 20 minutes. Jack Bros is on Virtual Boy. Nintendo Classics.
This is the only real good announcement at the Direct. Fuck Danganronpa 2 by 2. Okay, this is the only thing I give a fuck about.
Really, this is like one of the best Virtual Boy games, people say. And I know there isn't that much competition, but
peak of garbage. Impressive stuff, to be honest with you.
Well, that's actually like a decent enough game, so maybe. I mean, it's even on Switch 1 if you have the online. So you can, if you want to check out Jack Bros on the 2026.
Yeah, I'm surprised the Switch 1 can run that.
Got the the Jackers, as we call them, okay? Check out the game. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, I don't. It's here. Maybe I'll check it out even. I mean, fuck it. It's cool. I guess it's a cool thing to see.
We will be playing. I guess.
Yeah. I guess we'll be we're very excited about this, as you can tell. Anyways, so Persona 3 Reload is getting a demo. This shouldn't be a shock to anyone. Is getting a demo on Switch 2.
Atlas and Sega have been going super hard in these demos for good reason, because they seem to be good ways of generating viewer interest. And hey, I mean, realize probably gonna get a Persona 4 Revival demo ahead of release. That's gonna be nice.
Probably. We're probably gonna get a Persona 6 demo. So.
Oh god, so oh fuck, it's me did. Oh, it's gonna make me fucking bust. Oh god, I want Persona 6
And
so
we're gonna
bad.
get one for that spin-off they're gonna release. They're gonna reveal at TGS. So.
Yeah, this went off. Yeah, you deluded motherfucker. You're like
Oh
actually.
yeah, I'm
insane, you
sorry. Yeah,
realize that.
yeah. They're P4R will be there. We'll see.
Yeah, oh, it will be. I think it's way more likely than a fucking spin-off, you deluded motherfucker.
A little bit, but only because I'm memeing. This is because nothing will happen there. Okay. Anyways, this
We're both
demo.
wrong. And it's like a DDS remaster or something. Both like.
Oh shit, that could actually happen. Why did I bet on that? Yeah, okay, okay. That could actually happen
no,
there.
Fuck you. You already made your bet. You already made your bet.
We
Can't
talked
change your
about this
mind. Fuck
yesterday.
you.
Yeah, we said that. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Yeah, a remaster of some old, like a port or a remaster, depending on how much faith I have, I guess. Of some older Atlas game, that could actually happen. I could see that at TGS, like a Digital Devil Saga port or remaster or something like that. That's actually decently likely. I can actually see that at TGS, 100%.
It's gonna be Persona 4 Revival. Maybe we'll get both, but it's gonna be
Copium.
Persona 4 Revival. It's gonna happen. I totally buy it. Totally, it's gonna happen.
Anyway,
Totally believe
this
it.
demo
Totally
already
believe
exists in theory, like pop. Did I just say in theory? This demo already exists,
theory.
literally. It is on Steam right now. It's on all other platforms. For people that don't own the game, they did it over a year after the game's initial release, but Sega wants to go really hard on demos right now, so that's why they did it.
Okay.
Probably helps introduce a lot of new people to the game. I think you can do the whole first block of Tartarus and the priestess boss here. No, pretty
I think
expansive.
it's fan.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
man,
good at like
Metaphor
giving you
also
like basically a fucking entire video game in a demo. They did the same thing with Metaphor, the entire prologue, and then it's
Yeah,
like, oh
and it's
shit,
based-
I bet you want more now. That's where you give us some money and buy
the
all our
transfer of
DLC.
save data. Transfer of save data too really like helps out. Like it's just a good way. Like
Yeah,
dipping
but
your toes
if
into
they
the
if
game
they
and playing
didn't do that, it would be like that's expected. I think with a demo this long.
it. No, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, certainly. But hey, I think it's a really good implementation. It's a good way to do things. It makes people more willing to try your game. It's based.
So
Like, I had friends who like weren't Atlas guys, like trying Metaphor before it came out. It's like, damn, like this shit works. That's crazy. Like it's actually really effective.
yeah. Yeah, I agree. I mean, good for them. Coming to Switch 2 shouldn't be a surprise. All right, that's all the news. You know what? Surprisingly more to talk about than we actually initially thought, I think.
Yeah, it was kind of a nothing ever happens, but a little something happened.
Something
we'll give
might.
it that, you know.
I still think nothing will happen at TGS. Man, like, I can see a port, actually. I can see a remaster report. It's possible.
It's gonna be. We're gonna get Persona 4 Revival. We're gonna get more information. It's gonna happen. Okay.
All right, we got 50 minutes. What do you want to talk about Persona 5? Go.
Okay, so I want to say, like, view a world before it came out, right? The amount of the jump it made for the series and for its impression among everyone who was like into it or who wasn't even into it. Like I mentioned earlier, right? Persona 5 really came into the stardom with its soundtrack, its visuals, everything about that game is so finely tuned. It's almost like it feels like they like went into the future and like knew it would work. That's how confident it is. I think it's really important for games to be confident, right? Like P5's visual identity is like so impactful. We're still seeing like its like resonance, like game of the year contender, Claire Obscure. They love Persona 5. That dev team are huge fans. You read something about that, I think. Remember that, right? It's, like,
I
crazy you can feel its
they talked
impact.
about their history playing Megami Tensei games, I think, and they also specifically called out the UI of Persona 5 as being. He might have called it literally the best game UI ever. I don't remember something along those lines.
Nice,
And I
by the
think
way.
probably, I don't know if he actually outright said this. You can maybe assume it though. I don't remember. Either he said this or I just assumed it. One of the two. I don't want to pull up the article because it's not that important, but I think that game's UI is probably in part inspired by Persona 5.
No, it definitely is the way the command. But like, it's not even just them. I feel like a lot of games you've seen recently,
Yeah.
are taking cues from Persona 5. And even Atlas is like using it as like a base for how they handle their menus. Like,
Sure,
for,
this is just like an
their
Atlas-wide thing, it seems now. Even
for
regardless of
sure.
team working on it, I think it's probably something they're probably just going to
Like-
be like this is going to be like a big thing for Atlas going forward. Like we want the nice menus, but also efficient. We want the style though. We want people to be posting those screenshots on Twitter and glazing it. We want to be able to put it alongside our gameplay screenshots because it's just that fucking good. Yeah, like stuff like that. Yeah.
And how often is it that we see like a game do so well for its visual identity that like it kind of shapes the company for every other entry to come? It doesn't feel like you see that a whole lot. Like, I don't know. It feels like there's like a very clear defining line between pre-Persona 5 Atlas and post-Persona 5 Atlas.
I think it's
and
actually
think
very
there's a reason for
intentional
that.
though. Yeah. I think it's very intentional. I think people don't realize like we can look at factors like it's like the first besides Catherine, so first like HD game I think. Well, did they have anything on
Yeah.
the PS3 before or between those two
one-
or
3D Dot Heroes was HD, I think,
okay.
but I
Fuck,
didn't really.
that's
play
not
that
a
game.
real video. You just made that up, okay?
It's a real
Um,
game. It's a real game.
But like
Um,
we can look at all these factors and stuff, but like all of these factors are probably what were in mind when they were designing that game, and I think there's like a very clear, like, we want a big scope that'll also appeal to a lot of people. It'll have like this very bombastic, over the top style and um narrative and all these things. It's going to be like our biggest project in like terms of how long it's
God
going to
knows how
be,
long.
how much content there is, how you know, the level of care given to all the different areas and models and shit like that. Like, I think in every aspect it is very intentionally very big, and I think that's easy to overlook because you can just look at like the technical things, but
And it's also been out for so long. It feels like people are almost like numb. Even me, like I'm a big
Yeah.
Atlas fan, don't get me wrong, but like even like I feel like Persona 5 is like such like a big impactful game, but its existence it's almost a given. It's like in this weird, almost contradictory space where it's like it's obviously super impactful, but we don't really think about what it like. We don't really think about it from a like a viewpoint of it like being we don't view it at a lens of it like we view it taken for granted. That's the way to put it, right? We view it as just a given its existence, but without really acknowledging just how fucking crazy it is and how much of an impact it had, right? I
Sure.
think that's crazy. Like, I don't like. I think like I'm thinking about like imagine being like an Atlas fan, like when like who played Persona 4 Golden on the Vita when it first came out, right? And you're waiting for a few years, and then you see the first trailer for Persona 5 with gameplay. Like, what the fuck? That must have been insane, right? Like, it's just such a massive leap for them, and I think even like beyond just visuals, right? You want to talk about we can glaze visuals all day, but like even the way it approaches its characters and its gameplay and its narrative, like it's just so obviously trying to be huge. Like even the game itself, like originally it was envisioned as a globetrotting adventure, right? Like it feels like even it's like before like we got to its final state, it was like from the start envisioned with such a bold idea in mind, you know? It's just crazy.
Yeah,
That's what I think anyways. Like I don't know.
you could read interviews where they're talking about specifically like how are we going to top P4, how are we going to make this like definitively like a bigger um game, basically. You know, how can we take the expectations that have been set? And then I think there's probably something in the background going on of like, okay, we had Catherine, but that was like kind of a test for this type of thing. And Catherine also, I think, was our biggest game at the time. No, P4 and 3 have probably
was huge.
are probably bigger now because of the popularity they've gained because of
5.
Persona 5. But I think at the
Yes.
time, Catherine was the biggest game for Atlas, certainly in terms of mass appeal. So
Yeah, no, for sure. I completely agree.
there was
And it
just like
probably
a
helps that at that time it wasn't an RPG. I think RPGs were kind of like in a sour taste in people's mouth at that time, especially over here in the
a little
West.
bit more, yeah, than now for sure.
But nowadays, I think people are much more receptive to them, right?
Yeah.
In general, across the board.
So like, there's this
like,
really
countless
big
shit.
expectation of like, shit, this is like our first RPG on this system. You know, we had Catherine be our thing, and even that was really big, so we have to top that as well. We have to just really go the full mile to make an impression, because if we don't here, and this game is kind of, you know, just like another Atlas game, not necessarily a failure, but just, you know, just kind of whatever, right?
Middling, right? Like PS2 era Atlas was like touted
yeah.
as like being super impactful,
But people-
but like those games all performed about the same, and they didn't perform super.
People
exceptionally
misinterpreted
well.
either
That's
things me or other people said about the Raito remaster recently, like as being a failure. I don't think the game's a failure, but it was like another Atlas game or whatever. And I don't think Persona 5 couldn't have been at the time like another Atlas. Like, it had to be like bigger. It had to be the biggest one, basically. Because if we don't do it now, and we don't, and this one is just kind of another Atlas game, well, the fuck, now we're gonna have to do it with our next game, and that's, who knows when that's gonna be. Especially when are we gonna have the time to piggyback off of Persona, off of a series like Persona, and the momentum we have off Catherine, and the start of a new generation. Like, a lot of things are just gonna pass us by that point.
So many things.
Yeah, like that's probably why that game is fucking delayed for like what, 2 years?
A million
Because
times,
it kind of had to be. It kind of had to be
You have to
what
get
it
it right.
was. Yeah.
Exactly, for sure. And it's crazy to think about how the world before Persona 5, but when you play Persona 5, right? Like, when's the first time you played it?
2020.
I played it for the first time in 2021. I was a year late. Fucking bastard. When I played Persona 5 for the first time, like, just like really not like, for me at least, there's really nothing like it. Like, I think that's why another part of why it's so big. Like, for so many people who aren't big RPG people, or that's why it probably did so well, because it appealed to a lot of people who aren't really big on RPGs typically. But even if you played RPGs before, which I had at that point in my life, like the Mario shit, because I was like fucking 14 when I played
Hey,
5 for the first time.
Fuck you. That sounded very. You had Mario shit. I'll let you finish. But Paper Mario, N64, and TTYD are two of the best games of all time. Okay.
I'm not saying those games are bad. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm just trying to say those are like the RPGs that people play when they haven't really played a whole lot of RPGs. Is my point. Okay, that's why I said it like that. Not necessarily against the games themselves, just at the very entry level. Meaning I wasn't super versed in RPGs at that point. But P5 is like such an eye opener for what the genre could do. Not saying that it does anything except like that was never done before. I don't want to say like it's super no, I'm not doing this. It was exceptional. A lot of people like to like do this narrative of how like P5 is like there's a lot of other better RPGs. That's probably true. Sure, you can have your opinion, but P5 is really unique.
I mean, it's
like,
really
really
up to
unique.
mainstream. Like, I mean, I feel like Persona 5 is constantly brought up as one of the best RPGs of all time.
No, sure. I'm talking about Twitter. I guess people on Twitter are real. Good point. I guess what I'm trying to say, like, but P5, like when I first played it, was like super insane to me. Like, I've never seen a game like use its and I think the design philosophy is just for this is very clear because they say in an RPG that what you're doing the most is menuing, so those menus better look fucking pretty, and that is fucking. Why the fuck hasn't this really been like gone into depth before? Like, I feel like there's like no RPG I played before Persona 5, no game in general, to be honest with you, that really had a commitment to style in its UI and everything it did, until I played it, you know. And I think, like, obviously, like I said earlier, you can see how it influences other games after that. But P5 in and of itself is just such a fucking insane experience, visually, gameplay wise. Like, oh my god, that gameplay, fucking killer. That dungeon design is fucking awesome. P5 is amazing dungeons. I feel like people don't really say this as much anymore because, like, I don't know. I guess again, people are just used to Persona 5 existing, but Persona 5 is really well thought out dungeons. I think, like, with
Yeah,
like,
I think something Persona 5 does
puzzles,
really well that RPGs can struggle with because of how long they are normally, and you're typically
Yeah.
trying to get a lot of gameplay out of like probably not as much like RPGs are like the primo example, okay? Because probably because how long they are of making a lot out of a little. Like you kind of have to. You have the same battle system for probably the entire game. You might add variations to them, but like even then, that has to be limited at one point. Um, you're going to be reusing a lot of the same design philosophies and whatnot. So you have to make a lot out of a little, and like the stark difference in aesthetic between every P5 arc, the stark difference in even like the type of puzzles they have and whatnot, and even like
Sure.
the enemies
Yeah.
looking different, and just like everything about how it's able to separate every arc where it feels really unique. That's a really strong part. Not to put down other RPGs, but like if you're playing a fantasy RPG and it's like, okay, now we're gonna go out to the field and we're gonna go to the castle. Okay, thank God we've done that. Now we're gonna go out to a different colored field into a slightly different castle. Okay, that's awesome. All right, I can't
Yeah.
wait. Right? Like, I think separating things so drastically, I think it makes it really hard to get fatigued, and you need that in a game especially as long as Persona 5, but just in an RPG in general, I think, to keep people's attention for that long.
No, I completely agree with you. I think that like you said, they feel really distinct. Like Kamoshida's palace and like let's do the most extreme example, to beginning to end, Maruki's palace. They feel like different games, tonal, not even tonal. They're both serious, but like from what the narrative is, like what the actual environment you're taking place in is, the even the music, like all these things contribute to making such a different vibe and pushing forward. And P5 absolutely, by the way, I feel like people don't say as much either, but great little narrative harmony. That game uses its cognitive world to such a strong effect in gameplay, like almost to the point where like I'm like a little worried about how Persona 6 could necessarily follow up on that because it feels like the cognitive world is such a smart idea for how you like blend the other the themes of the other self, the Jungian stuff, and how people view things, perspective, right? In a dungeon, it just feels so smartly implemented from a story and gameplay perspective. It just like blows me away. Like Persona 5 is such a huge game and so like bombastic in what it does. It makes it really hard to envision a sequel. Like I feel like when everyone has ideas for Persona 6, people have ideas. People are always gonna have ideas, but I feels like it's definitely harder to think of ideas for Persona 6 than it was hard, like to think of ideas for Persona 5 when Persona 4 came out, you know? That's how revolutionary Persona 5 was.
Sure. I mean, this is why I
Um,
advocate pretty hard. Well, not this isn't really why, but it might be a reason. I think Persona 6 should go in a totally different direction. I mean, it probably already will, just by the fact that it has a different director. Um,
mhm.
and 3 to 5 feel like a pretty locked down trilogy at this point, kind of like Persona 1 and 2 do. Um,
Yeah, sure.
I don't know, like just trying to build off P5, especially when that game was made to be like, hey, let's set like every slider we have, okay? Intensity, scope, everything. Let's just set them all to max, right? And like what you can do
Literally.
set them to like max 2. Like at one point you're probably just gonna have to attack it from a different perspective, and I think that's what
The
Persona 6
only
is gonna look
angle is
like.
to go through a completely like different like road, right? Take a different path, right? And I agree with you in this end, right? I don't know if it's like going to be the kind of like genre shift, but I do think that
No, I mean
Persona
it's gonna be
5,
an
the way it
RPG
is,
for sure. Probably even a turn-based RPG, yeah.
Yeah, if it's hack and slash, I'm gonna whatever it's time for it right now. I mean, it'll probably be good, but fuck, I don't want to think about like another. I like my turn-based Persona. Okay, I'm gonna turn into like the Final Fantasy fans if it changes really drastically. I think.
I mean,
But
that even then, how long did it take for Final Fantasy to start shifting genres? They're at like what
Final Fantasy 15. It's like 15.
was
It's
that
a
the
15.
first
It's for the
hack and
change.
slash? I mean, 14's an MMO, so that's kind of and
14,
11's
that was a genre shift as well,
11's also
but
an
it seems like
MMO.
you're sticking with it.
So,
Oh,
but
really? I
still,
didn't know that.
yeah. But they had like 10 at that point. Like they were like, I bet you the Final Fantasy fans at that point were like, all right, let's do something different. And so I think at that point, if by Persona 10 they want to start genre shifting, I'll probably be more receptive to it.
Yeah, probably. Sure. Yeah, fair enough. Um, sorry, back what I was saying. I fucking lost my train of thought. But I think Persona 5 also had like it's the first game to have baton pass, and that's like a huge thing. I feel like a lot of people like who aren't big on RPGs love Persona 5 because of that feature in the gameplay in general. To be honest with you,
It's a pretty big
like it's
part
a
of
really
it.
yeah, for sure, a really engaging combat system. And they even go harder with it in Royal. Probably too much, but I would be lying if I said it wasn't fun. Like I think again, even if the game's too easy, and that applies to both, but especially Royal. It's undeniably really fun, a really fun gameplay loop. It's why when they added Shift to Persona 3 Reload, I thought the game was more fun than its PS2 counterpart, and why we both advocated so hard for a more gameplay-oriented mode and like a DLC wave thing, and do something like that, right?
Yeah.
Like the roguelike.
And you're probably gonna see it in Revival too, and it's just gonna be like now it's kind of retroactively gonna become like a feature of the modern Persona games, you know?
for sure. Exactly.
If they ever remake 1 or 2, I can't imagine it'll work its way into that because those games are just a different, like I said, a different trilogy, a different direction.
Trilogy, exactly, right? They're very fundamentally.
That being
different.
said,
Kind of feel weird to ham-fist it.
the way they did Shift in P3R was a very unique way to do it. Okay, because P5, all right, cool feature, first time we're seeing it. All right, but like they all
Sure.
just like slap each other's hands. It's like okay, cool. 3 with the way they did it with the fucking moving their heads and shit.
Visuals?
And,
It looks
God,
great.
that shit's awesome.
Dude, I love those animations. Dude, they all like, dude, Persona 5 like started this, but I think Persona 3 Reload really hammered this in. The character animations in those games are super good.
Like
ton of personality.
you see Shift is in the game. You're like, okay, cool. Glad I'm glad they brought it back or whatever. But I think like when you first see them do, like, oh shit, they were like thinking like, how can we make this a little more unique for this game? You know, I think they did it in a great way. I think it's obviously more interesting than the P5 animations, which makes me hope they don't just do the same thing as P3R and P4R, and they try to find some third way of doing it now for that game.
How would they even do that? I know we're talking about Persona 5, but now I'm interested.
I mean,
Like,
the
now I'm thinking
P3R
about it.
one is they move their heads, and they just happen to think. There's a lot of different things you could do. Okay.
True. It's I wonder if they're just gonna reverse the Persona 3 one. I hope they don't.
I hope not. Because it should be different. It should be the reason the P3 one was impactful is because it was different from the P5 one. If the P4 one's just a P3 one again, it's fine. It's not like it's a bad thing. There's fine animations. It's a fun idea, but like doing it differently would be more interesting. Everybody would agree to this too. Okay, nobody's gonna be there like, oh man, I hope they do the exact same thing again, so I'm not surprised when I see it for the first time and it's not as unique. No, everyone wants it to be unique. You know, even how they do the all-out attacks, I want to be maybe even a little different. You know, like we'll see.
Shit. Oh, that's gonna be cool to see as well. Persona 3 like definitely took a similar. Like, again, you see again. Like I was saying a moment ago, Persona 5 is so fucking impactful. The Persona 3 remake has the same all-out attack slash rates as P5, right? Like it has such a fucking impact on this company and how like they think about things, and also everyone who thinks about the games.
Even
right?
those feel very different from the way they're done in P4 or sorry P5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean obviously they kept the running into the enemy thing from the original, but even just the way they move into the animations and the screen isn't like in P5 the whole screen turns red in the background and you see the silhouettes and whatnot, and then the all-out attack drops or whatever. There was a clear distinction in P3R with kind of all that being different, and then the more kind of chilled animations compared to P5's more stylish, bombastic ones. Yeah.
But P3 obviously fits that more subdued atmosphere, right?
Sure,
So
so it works
I
on
think it's
both
cool
levels,
how
yeah.
they remix those ideas. Yeah, of course. I think it's really cool how they remix those ideas, right? It's just, man, like how would Persona 3 how would Persona 3 Reload if like imagine like how a remake would look if Persona 5 didn't change that much.
Yeah,
Like
I mean,
if Persona 5 was just like Persona 4, like built up so hard off Persona 4 Golden. I mean, the same way that Persona 4 was built off Persona 3, right? Like now when I'm thinking about this, like reflecting on how Persona 5 is, it makes me like more coming around to what you think about how Persona 6 should be really different. Because I think like a lot of the reasons why the 3 and Persona 5 is so interesting, Persona 3 Persona 3 Reload is really interesting, is because of how much of it in a different direction they went with not Persona 5, would you say it's like a different direction in Persona 3 and 4? I don't think it's really a different direction, but
I think 5 and 4 actually share a lot of similarities in their direction. I mean, so does 3. They're all fucking Hush, okay? But like,
Sure.
4 and 5 actually feel pretty similar in structure to me. Like even the way the dungeons are done and whatnot. Like,
Sure. I think I guess the biggest difference is from 3 and 4 and 5 with just the visual presentation. I think that's like a huge change, and I think Persona 6 is probably gonna do something similar.
that's what I'm saying. There's a big expectation for Persona 4 Revival. Okay, they need to do a lot. They need to do more than they did for Reload, I would say. And
I agree.
That's why I think it's not going to be a TGS.
I think it will, but you know what? I'll prove you wrong next time we're here. Okay. Because next time we're here, it'll have been the day after that TGS show, I think, right? Yeah.
Oh,
Oh no.
well, when is
Yeah,
it?
It will. The day after. It's on a Thursday, I guess. It's on the 25th.
Damn, it's still that far out?
Yeah.
They're going to develop the whole game in that time. Okay.
Yeah. That's why I'm saying it's gonna happen.
Oh, one thing we didn't mention, we probably should.
What's up?
There's Sonic. Oh, I'll share my screen here. Some leak, but I'm pretty sure Fortnite leaks are pretty reputable in this sense.
Oh,
About
yeah.
Fortnite X Sonic coming and being a thing.
Yeah.
And this is like a big deal because Sega, this is
Sega
their
are,
first
like,
rep
really
in
chill.
Fortnite, right?
Yeah.
So it means there's kind of a relationship there, and I think Persona in Fortnite, we thought it was going to happen last year with Reload, it didn't. I think it could actually legitimately be imminent within the next, year now.
What do you mean at first, like Seeds or an investigation team?
I think it could be the Phantom Thieves, to be honest. But I actually, I think if they do a first wave, I don't know. There's a lot of different directions I could go. I could think they could do like a pro tag from 3, 4, and 5. They could do a P5 one and then P4 one or a P3 one. I don't know. I actually don't know. I don't know what direction they'd want to go.
I'm thinking for like consistency, like brand consistency, it makes sense to just if like the window it takes generally for them to make Fortnite skins, if the agreement, like if they're like Sonic stuff is happening, right? It means they agreed on something a while ago, like maybe a few months ago, half a year, something like that, right? I think at that schedule, at that pace, it would probably make sense to see around the time Persona 4 Revival has more information out, it's probably more imminent to release. I think we're probably gonna get that collab, and I think it just makes sense to have like a cross promotion in that sense.
If I had to bet on one, it would be P4.
Yeah, me too.
But I think they definitely want to do the other ones too, at one point.
Oh, I think it's guaranteed they're gonna do all of them at some point. For sure.
And I could even see them sneaking Joker in with a P4 one just to get him in there.
They could just do the protagonist, like you said. I think that'd be like pretty easy.
Yeah, that could be a way of doing it too. Yeah, bring the pro tags in first, and then do the more game centric ones later. I guess it all depends on the timing of it too, really. But yeah,
probably happen.
Although this game is like a walk-in advertisement. But whenever there's like a new Marvel movie, they immediately that same day, they got all the Marvel characters in.
That's like Disney and like Fortnite are fucking, man. Like they're in bed with each other hard. It's crazy.
But this game really likes to just be like kind of an advertisement sometimes, so that also kind of means it could do the P4 stuff. We'll see.
I'm willing to bet on that.
All right, you know how I want to end this?
How do you want to end the screen?
There's this guy who made a Persona 5 Dancing in Starlight music poll, and I want you to know that my favorite song from Persona 5 Dancing has always been Fortnite Balls. You want to know a fun fact?
I heard too. Yeah?
I have been trolling this. I keep getting them in my Reddit feed. I have been trolling this person's polls with Fortnite Balls for like weeks now. Okay? Look at this.
What the fuck is your problem?
Hold on. I know they wrote it. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. One response for Fortnite Balls.
What the fuck?
And in time, okay? In time, it's gonna win one of the polls, okay? Go ahead, link this poll and can we do a fucking psyop on this poll? Can everybody vote for Fortnite Balls, please? I'm linking this in my chats, okay?
This guy is fucking leaking the Persona 4 Revival like new battle theme. What the fuck is your problem?
Oh
man?
shit! It might be able to outdo It might be able to outdo. It's going down now in popularity now. Fuck.
The Fortnite balls? Yeah, no,
Yeah.
absolutely, dude.
Okay. Well, anything else you want to say, buddy, old pal?
No, buddy, old pal. Let's think here, okay? Oh, I have actually a really, really, really easy question for you, Screen.
What?
Who do you think when Persona 4 Revival drops? Who do you think you're gonna romance for the first time?
No, we're not doing this bait again. We're not. We've done this joke already.
What the fuck are you talking about? I don't make.
Episode
I'm not
1,
predictable.
we did the Mike
I'm not
Gojo, and
predictable.
we're not doing
I'm
it
not
again.
predi-
We're
I'm
not
not
doing
predi-
it again.
not
I'm not.
predictable.
Do you think I'm gonna sit here?
Not fucking predictable. You piece of shit. Shut the fuck up when I'm talking to you. I'm not predictable at all. Okay, that could have been an
Stop.
entirely.
We should
different
talk about
direction
something
than
more
you wanna
interesting.
go.
Okay, something that's much more out of left field. Okay, something that isn't just doing like some fucking stupid fucking pedophile joke. Oh, I'm gonna romance Nanako. Ha ha ha. Okay, something that could actually
okay,
be
yeah, fine.
funny.
Maybe
Okay,
assuming I
how
was gonna
about this?
say.
How
Assuming
about
I was
this?
gonna say.
Do you
What?
know what?
What?
I said during this episode that
Mhm.
TGS, Tokyo Game Show, I don't think Persona 4 Revival will be there. I think it's going to be a spin-off. Do you know what spin-off? I just thought of what spin-off they're going to announce there.
Oh, what spin-off? Enlighten me. Whip me a fucking story. Go.
Persona 4 Nanako story spin-off Romance and All Night.
Feeling no pressure but appears in the media. Better stop treating small or medium. I'm extra large, big ticket, premium. About that time you believe in me. Yeah, I'ma lay it down, grabbing that crown. Laying dollars on the ground, gonna double up now. 65 to 4 and 3, 2, one more time. Heavy punchline about to groove. Lay low, lay high, lay low, lay high. Clear your heads now, watch a peek. Let me go and prove my worth, let me earn it. Gonna pass this test and get me a permit. Watch how I do, sit down, observe it. Fires in my soul, uncontrollable burn. Yeah, look at me then, look at me now. Correct your bones to rule the crew, make it bow now. Class 1 to a point to see, blow, kiss, goodbye. While they scream and shriek,